in, out the leak. We're back. Hello.
Hey, we're back.
This is Gino.
This is Robert in 2022.
This is Ricardo.
America.
And this is still Gio.
Woo!
And did you guys like that? Our Wish.com marching band that we ordered?
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
It's
We
the
ordered the USC marching band, and we got this weird ass marching band.
I think it was UCS. It wasn't not USC. But I don't know. Okay, 2022, y'all. Holy shit. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
If we sound weird, it's because COVID's coming back with an
sadly.
impact.
Oh,
Coming back with revenge.
Yeah, but that's the sad part, right? Because we're here.
We're back on Zoom. We're
Oh,
back
yeah.
virtually.
Yeah.
But we're not
Working backwards.
now we're video editing this. We're audio recording editing this.
It's too much to do video.
Yeah,
Nobody needs to see us.
Nobody wants to see America. Come on.
Nobody.
But some people want to see me.
Yes.
You're a
We're
fan.
fans.
My only fan. Well, does anybody have a baby review?
I do. Yeah, because I went out to the movies, because I'm not sick. So I went to see a movie. I actually went out to the movies, and
You
I
risk it all.
Yeah, so this is my
baby review.
my baby review of Scream.
Oh,
Right off the bat, can I just say that it's a real missed opportunity that they didn't call this Scream with the S as a 5.
I agree.
It's like
I agree.
How
what's
could
the
they fuck
marketing
that up?
team on that, man? Come on, like it's a
They
total,
didn't
it was a layup.
They
It
didn't
was
have
a
the
layup.
marketing team that
They didn't do
Fast
it.
and Furious has.
Yeah,
That's why.
I mean, I admit that it would look the title. If you were to read it out, it would look like 5 Cream, but still, like it would have been really cool to see like the S is the 5 as an S, because they did it for Scream 4. They did
Yeah.
it as a 4.
Yeah.
Just really disappointing that they reverted back.
That's the
Yeah.
And for that reason alone.
Yeah,
Delete.
can I speak to the manager of Scream, please? They said, oh, but I'm a huge fan of this franchise. I actually think all the movies are good. Like there's not one that's not. It's like one of the few horror franchises where all the films are pretty good. Even 4. I didn't like 4 when I first saw it, but then I rewatched it. I was like, you know what? They were kind of ahead of the curve on that one.
Looks like Gino doesn't agree.
Yeah. So anyways, so I was like really, high hopes for this one. But, Wes Craven's is the first one he's not involved in, because he passed away, obviously. But yeah, I gotta say I am an in. The movie's actually it's really good. It delivers.
It's not biased. It's not a bias.
It's biased because I love horror. And I love it's like I just said I like all of them, even the ones that some people consider like the weak entries.
Yeah,
I like them all. But no, I don't think it's biased because I think it really works. Like Scream has always like the movie's job has been to comment on like the state of movies, the state of horror movies, and they do that really well with this one. As you could tell, like they tackle
very meta.
everything, all like the the reboots that have been going on with like all the sequels with all the old people coming back. They talk about it all, and it's really clever and it's really sharp. In a way, it's kind of easy, like it's almost like low-hanging fruit, some of the stuff they say, but that's what these movies are supposed to do. They're supposed to comment on what's happening. It's really funny, and it's actually pretty thrilling. Like it's like a really good time.
Yeah, man, I
So
can't.
I was gonna say, quick question. So like
Yeah.
movies like these, like we've already had Ghostbusters,
Ooh,
was it Star Wars,
Halloween.
ooh.
Yeah.
Halloween, where like these are older franchises that have gone dormant for a while,
Yeah.
and then they come back. So and they've been tend to do the same but different because
Yeah.
it has been a while. Does this
Yeah.
one kind of do that same?
So
kind of
yeah,
thing?
it does it, and it comments on that.
Okay.
It's like because like Scream 2 like was a it was a commentary on sequels, and then Scream 3 was like a commentary on filmmaking. Itself, and this one they just go full on. They call them requels, because it's like
A
it's a
refried?
sequel and a reboot at the same time. Because they say in the movie they say like you can't do a reboot because everybody gets mad. so you had to continue the story with the old
That makes
character,
sense.
you know.
Like
And you have to be safe, or else people are gonna get mad. And they go into like the
dude,
fandoms, you know, being
that's
so
toxic. Like
funny.
it's really sharp, you know. And in a way, like, but it's not perfect, you know, because like in a way, it's like it's almost cheating, you know, because it gets to have its cake and eat it too. It gets to make fun of those things and then still do those things, you know.
But that's what
And
Scream does, though. All the
yeah,
time.
but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what Scream is, you know.
Yeah.
And some of the characters, like they always like they make it a point in the movie to say like people in horror movies do stupid things, you know. So when you see the characters doing stupid things, it's like a little bit extra frustrating, you know. But it's all good. It's all fun. You know, I had a great time. I thought it really worked. I will say though one thing. I went to the movies, you know, and I feel like I had a good year at the movies. Like I didn't really have a bad experience, you know.
Mhm.
And this is the first experience in a long time that it was bad. You know why? Because
like
there was a bunch
people
of
wise.
there was a
Okay.
bunch of tweens in the audience, you know,
Oh.
and they just wouldn't shut the fuck up. And it was so annoying. They were like, and not even the good kind of like rowdiness, you know, where they're like into the movie. They're just talking and like just making the experience is so horrible, you know. It's like, and I was like, this is why people don't like going to the movies anymore, because of people like this, you know.
Oh, really? That's the reason?
I was about to call you a grandpa and be like, dude, this is
Yeah.
a movie for teenagers, whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess
No,
it's
but here's the
unrelated
thing.
to the
Here's the
movie.
thing. Some of my best experiences at a movie theater have been in horror movies where the crowd is really into it. They're like cheering for the deaths, you know, and stuff like that. But this is like the obnoxious bad where they're not into the movie. They're just doing it just to do it, you know? And
To
it
them,
was
it's just
like,
background noise.
yeah, like people had to turn around and say, like, please, like for the love of God, like we're just trying to enjoy the movie, you know, and they would quiet down for a little bit and then they would just start again, you know. But I don't know, but
Nobody
it's
called the
just,
manager.
you know, despite all that, you know, I still love going to the movies, you know, because
Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
it's just, even though I was heartbroken, I still felt good in there.
And so you're in.
Yeah. Anyways, that was it, guys. That was my
Baby review. Baby review.
I can't wait to watch it. And
Yeah,
it's
I had
fun
to.
because those are the type of movies you watch with like your peeps, you know, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, who is it? And like, you know, you make a bet.
that was fun too, you know, the
Yeah.
whodunit aspect of it, you know.
Well, that's I love that baby review. I'm looking forward to try to get a chance to go to theaters and not watch it with tweens.
Yeah, go like at
The matinee.
you know 3 in the afternoon with the old people, you know.
Anytime before 3,
Yeah.
before school gets out.
Yeah.
Damn you children, I'm trying to enjoy
And you kids and your music, you know.
You're just giving them dirty looks. You call the manager like the new
Like our actually speaking about it, you speak to the manager. Let's get straight into it. We'll talk about that part in a bit. Robert, what was our new movie we watched recently?
Yeah, so because we couldn't go out to the theaters, you know, we had to stay in and watch something that was available on streaming. And this week's new movie is called The Lost Daughter. And it's directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal and it stars Olivia Colman and Jessie Buckley. And the movie is about a woman's beach vacation takes a dark turn when she begins to confront troubles from her past. I forgot to say that it's available on Netflix. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're coming back, and I believe this is
Ricardo.
Ricardo's turn to go first. So what did you think of The Lost Daughter?
Oh, I loved it. I am an in. Yes, I love the acting. I love the way it looked. I love the story, and I love the way they make a person with anxiety feel so fucking. It felt real to me, you know. Like I don't really understand anxiety, like probably like you guys do. Probably.
Really, just look to your right.
Well, yeah, that's right. You know, so that's why when I saw that, and I was like, oh fuck, like they what is that what is that word?
What?
Portrayal?
Yeah, it's fucking, it's so realistic and it makes sense, and so I loved it, and it's so simple. It's like a simple story, so good time. So Gio, with the sexy ass, what do you think?
I think I will give it the in. because
So reluctant.
it is intriguing. So like you said, like this whole, because the whole thing revolves around Olivia Colman's character and her struggles with motherhood. Because she, in the movie, I guess she became a mom really young, so she didn't get to experience, I guess, a lot of things uh, like in her career, because she had to kind of, you know, become a mom early on and take care of the kids, because her husband was, he was like, you take care of the kids, I'm gonna go do that stuff. So she kind of felt a little bit alone,
Yeah.
and to the point where she explodes. So like the whole acting, her whole uh was it like you said, portrayal of like that whole thing that she's going through was very well done. Like she's probably gonna get nominated for stuff for this. I think she already did.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, because like she's, I don't know, she's got that ability to play these kind of characters. What was the other one? The Favorite, where she played the queen on that one. Like she's, yeah, she, when it comes to crazy people, she's really good at it.
Oh.
but but yeah, like it's the ending. I'm still debating about what the ending is. I guess we might be able to talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at. What about you, Gina?
Ooh, thank you. I see that face. I want to hear your review too.
I am an out.
You're the popular one now.
I'm an out. At first I'm like, I think I saw the wrong movie because I don't know what this movie's about. I never looked it up. And it's funny because I'm like, I'm sure this movie should be called The Lost Daughter. I thought it should be called The Lost Karen. With all the yelling and all the whole, I'm gonna speak to the manager, and like, go Karen. I don't know. I don't know if this was supposed to be a dramedy or no, a drama, pure drama, but I thought some scenes are fucking hilarious, and I was dying. But then I'm like, I think it's supposed to be a super serious movie to make me think and feel, and I'm like, I'm just laughing throughout the whole movie. Because I'm just saying it's a fucking Karen, like a crazy Karen. Of course, what's her name? The actress. I mean, what's her name? Sorry,
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman, thank you. She's great. Her acting's great. I liked it. It's just I'm like with Gio at the end. I was kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what's all this? The whole point of this then? If we're like, because she had guilt of being a young mom and being a bitch and a whore, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
No, that wasn't my take on that ending.
And I will. You know what? I am done speaking about this movie. Robert, what do you think?
He's the best.
Oh, that was good.
I gotta say, right off the bat, I'm an in on this movie. I thought this movie was fantastic, man. I didn't see any of what you, Gio, or Gino are saying. Like I was hooked from the very beginning, and I think it's because of Olivia Colman. You know, she is the movie essentially.
I didn't have gripes with that.
No, you're in the negative, even though you're soft. You're in the negative. I'm gonna lump you in with Gino.
No, get away from me, Gino.
No, I mean, to be honest, like what I really liked about this movie is look, I kind of get where you guys are coming from because it's a character study. You know, it's not fucking. They're not gonna find lost treasures. They're not being attacked by aliens. It's a character study about a mother, you know, who felt the pressures of like motherhood. She just couldn't deal with it, you know. And I find that interesting because it's something that we don't really talk about a lot. You know, something that doesn't really get explored because you know, and in a lot of movies and a lot of like TV, you know, the parents do have struggles, but the message is always kind of like, I'll take whatever hell, you know, comes at me as long as I get to be with my kid, you know, I'll do everything. I'll suffer anything for my kid, you know, because that's the most important thing. And that is true, you know, that I think that's how we view the world. And I think that's how we should view the world. But I think exploring the other side where people like they can't really deal with that, you know, and not that it's okay to do what she did, but just to explore that character, you know, I think that's kind of fascinating. And the way she portrayed that, you know, her struggles with, you know, being a young mother and dealing with her kids and her husband and her marriage is falling apart. I thought that was a great character study. And it's great because Olivia Colman. I mean, honestly, I think she is going to win and she should win the Oscar because she was the movie. To and you know, a normal person looking at this movie, like who's raised children, would look at her and go like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? This is like the worst person on earth. Like, deal with your shit and go home to your kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and so I would see like normies kind of hating this movie and hating that character because it really is. It's not a hero, you know. It's not like a great person we're watching, but that doesn't mean like these type of stories or characters shouldn't be explored, you know. How like we could get behind a fucking mass murderer, you know, watch a movie like Joker, you know, be like, oh yeah, I like that guy. I could see what he was going through, you know, but we can't watch this, you know, and you know, to explore what they're going through, you know. It's kind of funny how we look at it like that. But I mean, I do see like, man, you left your kids, you're fucked up, bro. But no, I really like the movie and I like the end, and I think the message was delivered. Like it was no ambiguity for me. So super in on this. America?
I love this movie so much. So much. I watched it in quarantine. I was like, I'm gonna get through the
Spoiler
whole
alert.
Netflix catalog, you know? So when I watched this, I was just so happy, you know, alone on the couch, like fully feeling it, you know? So I'm super in. It's so funny because like Titan was another movie from last year that dealt with like I guess a different part of motherhood, you know, like motherhood is fucking terrifying. Like it's like a body horror thing, you know?
That was
And then
pregnancy is terrifying.
that's pregnancy, yeah. And
This
then
is the
motherhood
sequel.
is this one. Yeah, where it's like, what does she say? Motherhood is torturous. What? I don't know, I forgot. But she says that motherhood is just like this horrible thing, and she like needs to escape it. You know, that's why she leaves her kids. And I don't know. It
Torturous
just
pleasure?
it's so nobody said that, but I just think it's such a good story to tell because, like you said, Robert, you know, we see all these movies about raising a family, and they do show like nobody sleeps and like all this and that. It's messy, whatever, but it really is at the end of the day it's a happy story, and we never see the stories, especially from the perspective of the person who's like losing it.
Yeah,
like I can imagine how bad it would feel to be that person, you know. And how she says at the end, like, or what's her name, Dakota Johnson, or what's her name?
Oh,
Nina?
Yeah,
the
Nina,
young one.
whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She asked her like, why did you come back if it felt good? And she's like, well, because I missed my kids. Like, so even leaving your family's got to feel horrible, you know.
Yeah.
I just think it's such a good character to explore. So
Yeah.
I'm super in on this movie.
like
Yeah.
let me say something real quick.
Yeah.
When we go through her past of like her screwing around, leaving her kids, at least pick a good-looking guy, not that ugly bearded dude who plays like a short tooth, like C level fucking like villain. All right, like that actor sucked. I'm sorry,
Like
Right.
Peter Sarsgaard?
Yeah,
That
as
actor
soon as
is
he-
really good.
I
I
don't
liked
think
him
That
in
is
Garden
really good,
State,
too.
but he went downhill from there, guys. Come on.
I don't
Well,
think
his wife
about
directed this
choosing-
movie.
I don't
That
think it's about
makes sense.
choosing a more worthwhile like mate. It's just about I need an escape.
But it's somebody
It.
it's somebody who she connected to, you know,
Yeah.
because
Did.
of the
Somebody
field
that
Oh
saw
my
studying
her
over,
as, you
As a
know,
person,
yeah.
an
not as like
intellectual.
a babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as he like goes, oh, I know you're married, but you need to make the move. As soon as he said that line, I'm like, fuck you.
Well, I
You're
mean, you
evil.
know,
You're evil. Like
Those
fuck
are
That's
the-
off,
awesome.
man.
I
Those are
think
the
that's
rules.
fucking awesome.
those are the rules of cheating. Those are the rules
Yeah.
of cheating. Come on, get with
Like
the
he was
program.
only willing
like-
to take it so far.
And he's
She
like
had to make
right
the
there
first
on
move.
her lips saying that shit. Like, you need to make the move. Family. You know?
So your gripe is
I-
she went with Peter Sarsgaard. That's really your gripe with
So
this?
if he would have been hotter, you would have been okay with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have been like, okay, go for it, girl. You got this. Like, I love you
Yeah.
intellectually. Like, fuck off. Fuck off.
I also don't think she was a young mom. She was young, but she wasn't
Right.
18. I think she was like probably at least in graduate school when she had a kid. She's like a professional at this
Yeah, like
point.
mid-20s probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like at
So
least
more
mid-20s.
master's
So
degree.
something.
Then
Yeah.
It's that old way of thinking, like people who have kids, like all of a sudden their life is over. You know, they can't
Okay.
pursue their career, they can't pursue their education, you know. And she, as a young, when she was younger, she did try. You know, she kept going to school, she kept doing all those things, and it weighed down on her. You know, it weighed down on her so much that she ended up leaving. And look, I mean, it is. I mean, I have no problem. You think this is like a horrible person. You don't want to see a movie about this person because it's like it's an unlikable character, you know. It's like you can't imagine doing something like that, you know. But if you get over that fact, saying like, okay, I am watching an exploration of somebody who is maybe not the best person in the world, like if you look at it like that, it's fascinating, you know,
Yeah.
because you
Okay,
see like
okay.
even like she left, right? She left to and she says it felt amazing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but it comes at a price, you know.
All right.
And you could see the weight of what she did in Olivia Colman's performance throughout the whole movie.
Yep.
Everything she does,
like she's trying to make
her
up for it.
decision to leave for 2 years or whatever to have fun,
Yeah.
or not to have fun, but like to just like get away from it all,
Mhm.
is it cost her, you know, and it stayed with her whole life. And I think that's brilliant. And you mentioned the end, Jill, like, well, what does it mean, you know? She in a sense like can't forgive herself for what she did, you know.
Well, like I mean
But
like the ending, like this can be cut out or whatever, but
No,
so
no.
we see her get stabbed. Okay,
yeah,
does she die
no,
or
I
does
don't
she
think
not?
so.
Like,
No.
but to
He
me,
was
like
a little
there's
prick.
yeah, but
Little
it's
freak.
yeah, but
It
it's
was
still
a
into
big-
but it's still
yeah.
into the stomach.
Yeah.
Like over time, like stuff starts, you know, even if it was small, like you saw her the way she was acting, like she was straight out like going down. If it wasn't anything major, she wouldn't have, I think, gone down the way that she did, because you saw her get weak, you saw her like she passes out or whatever. Like over time, assuming like she got stabbed in the stomach, over time that those types of wounds will start eating you from the inside.
Yeah.
But I
like
think that's why
so
it's I
so
don't
like
think
to me
the
that's why I said like
ending,
it was almost ambiguous to me, like
but
what
the thing is
ending was.
I don't think the ending is very literal, you know. It's like the doll she has, like this, I don't think the whole thing is very literal. Like her struggle, especially towards the end, and the way it ends with her finally calling her daughters, and you could see, you know, it's very brief, but her daughters talk to her like normal. And I think that's kind of the point, is that despite everything, you know, her daughters still love her. I'm sure her daughters forgave her in the end, you know, but it's the pain that she carries with herself.
Yeah.
You know, it's there. But
They were young enough that they can kind of forget, but she's gonna remember forever.
not even forget, is that you know, they're willing to accept it, you know. It's
Yeah, that's
still
what I'm saying. Like
mom, you
they
know,
because
they'll
they're
still
they're
love her no matter
kids.
what. Yeah, not even when it's your kids. It's just that it's just something you do, you know. You love without conditions, you know.
Yeah.
When
Do you? No, just
As a
playing.
kid,
Nah, let's just wrap it up. Okay, we have 4 ins and 1 out. Damn it, me and Gio.
Damn
wait,
it,
I
motherhood.
was in.
You're in, but you're in the boat with me. So shut the fuck
No.
up.
yeah, I put you in his women hating boat.
It's not women hating. It's just this
Yeah.
movie hating. All right, let's be clear. I don't hate women.
I'm just gonna jump off this boat. I'd rather drown than.
Moving on to the next topic to continue on our pick out of 100 best movies list of AFI's best movie list. This is Ricardo's turn. Ricardo, what did you pick?
I picked
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yes. Mwah, mwah. I have never seen that movie, guys.
We're
I think
we're a
parts-
month after Christmas, and he picks the
Yeah,
Christmas movie.
well, it might be
Technically, you
whole-
picked it
Recovered
before
from COVID,
Christmas.
So I
Yeah.
think he's
Yeah.
feeling it, you know?
yeah, and then so I never seen it. I seen like parts of it and everything, right? And then I saw it in the list. I don't know what number it was in the list, but I was like, oh, this is my chance. And I wanted to watch it in December, but fucking this happened. I don't know what happened, and we didn't get to do it. George Bailey has so many problems. He's thinking about ending his life. So then like stars help him out. And then guardian angel comes and convinces him to keep it. And then gives him a tour of his life if he wasn't born, and shows him how it is, if how important his life is. You know, it's really touching. And I am an in on this one. Right. So I thought about your movies, right? I thought about Robert's movie Casablanca. And then not yet. Casablanca, right? And then I thought about yours. What was it called? Your movie?
Some Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot, you know? So then I was like, oh my God, there has to be a way to beat them, you know? So then I got a beer.
What?
2 beers.
What?
3 beers.
What?
4 beers.
What?
5 beers.
What?
6 beers. And then I woke up and got some Red Bull and vodka. And I was like, I gotta beat these same bitches.
What?
So then
Cool.
It's a Wonderful Life came into my life, and I think this movie was fucking awesome. I never seen it, you know, and the whole time I thought it was the wrong movie. I thought this movie was about a guy that was an asshole, and then he changes his life, you know, after he's gonna
I
die.
thought that too. I also
You know?
thought that too.
Yeah, oh,
Wait,
cool.
so you thought this was like
I
you know
thought this was a
Scrooge
Christmas
or something?
Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I saw this, it's not about that. It's literally about friendship and like appreciation. And he's like a good guy through the whole fucking movie. And I think, yeah. So it made me really appreciate like life. And I know you guys are gonna hate on this, but I literally saw it in color. You know, I saw the color.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's cheesy.
Nobody likes
You know how they give you 2 options?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I fucking did it. I couldn't. I don't know why. But it's another thing. We saw it late, and we didn't give up. We fucking saw the whole thing, and they did it again. So I'm a super nice. And I'll go with you.
I'm in as well. I'd already seen this. I think I watched it in middle school, and it's a black and white movie, and I was still an uncultured swine. So little 12-year-old me is like, why do I have to watch this? And they showed it to us in like one of those.
You uncultured swine!
Yeah. So, you know, I was like a captive audience. And even then, like, I was like, oh shit, this movie's kind of cool, you know? So it holds up so well. This movie was pretty long. And yeah, just like our last movie, you know, if you make a movie correctly, 2 hours is not going to feel like 2 hours. You know, it's going to be really good. And it's such a cute movie,
It
you
is
know,
really cute.
it like, I guess
Gino
it's like
cute. It's Gino cute, right?
yeah, sure. And yeah, it's just like, I guess it like that cheesy thing, like don't kill yourself because other people are going to notice, you know? But yeah, I thought it was really nice. Gio, what'd you think?
I'll give it the in. This is a darker. I had never seen this movie, and
Oh, fun.
yeah, so this was like my first time. Like I think like most of us, you always see the references to this movie. You know, like when he's like references to like towards the end where he's running, he's like "Merry Christmas, movie house" and stuff like that, or the one where like they're trying to save the bank and they're like people are like trying to get their loans and stuff. Like I remember that from The Simpsons. It's like I don't have your money.
Just a second here. No, I don't have your money here. It's in Bill's house and Fred's house.
Hey, what the hell you doing with my money in your house, Fred?
So like moments like that are like I've seen the references to this movie. This movie's a lot darker than I was anticipating. For being a Christmas movie, very dark. And like it's only a Christmas movie because it ends at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like a weird reason to make it a Christmas movie, but I guess that's also the argument for Die Hard. To be fair, this movie has a lot of parallels with our last movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like
Which movie?
With
The mother.
with the lost daughter.
Daughter.
Explain, por favor.
So this whole movie is him just like I said, like in the other one, she kind of kept trying to continue, but she always had to put stuff in the back burner because of the mom, because being a mom, like stuff kind of had to be put to the side for a little bit because she kind of had to focus with the kids or whatnot. And this one, he always had to, like, things would come up, but he always had a, like, he was never able to do what he wanted, much like she kind of wanted to do.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because like he wanted to go to college, but then he couldn't go to college because, you know, he had to take care of the place. Like 40.
Yeah.
So like something always came up.
His children is his whole town.
Yeah, like at the end, they like he was gonna take the permanent exit while she took more of a temporary exit. You know, they both had reached that point in their lives where they were fed up and they kind of were exploded. Like he cracked and yelled at his kids and stuff. Like I guess you have like a male version of that story on this one, where like stuff just had to, like, he never got the life that he wanted, but he got a life where he got this life, and without knowing, he affected many people. But anyways, Gina, what about you?
I'm sorry, I'm tearing up laughing hard from The Simpsons. Because
I was gonna pull that quote. I actually pulled that clip, but I didn't send it. I was just like,
it's so good. I forgot about that reference so bad. But yeah, like you'll say, so many. I am an in. I never seen this movie. I'm an uncultured swine. You
uncultured swine.
I deserve that. But seeing this, because I was like, when does he kill himself? Because I know that's the part, you know. Let's be
fair. I had that same, a little bit of that same. I was just like, wait, it's like it doesn't get to that until like the last 40 minutes of this movie.
It makes sense for it though, because we need to understand the background to this George Bailey. And as I'm watching it, it's just like it starts off good, like in an uplifting way, like it's very nice. And then I just love how they did the pacing to kind of downhill of that. You can still see parts of those stories that leads up to his jump. Or it's kind of, it has an up and then a down. And then I can see, we all have been there. We all have our ups and downs. And like, we feel towards the end, like, fuck, I hate this. I don't want this.
There's no way out of it.
Yeah. And of course, let's be real. That Potter guy, fuck him. He's the villain of this movie, you know? Like, he's a piece of shit. But how could I say? James Stewart, he's a great actor.
Walking.
No, because of Walking.
Wait, is that James Stewart or is that the Potter guy?
No, that's James
Stewart.
Stewart.
It was the
James
Grinch.
Stewart.
Oh, I thought that was Bane.
Put on the mask. I was trying to do Jimmy Stewart. Come here, boy. No, there's a scene that made me laugh. There's a part I thought like nowadays guys would be like, bring that ass shit, girl. That's a joke.
Oh, the where that girl walks by.
Yeah, like all the guys stared. I was like,
dude, he didn't even hold back. He's all like, he's straight. I was like, looking girl that good in that dress, girl. I was just like, damn,
that's how you do it.
That dress.
You want the girl to pay attention to you, you gotta fucking say it, right?
Yeah, yes. I mean, I don't know, America.
You gotta put an air tag on our car or what?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think he was gonna be that direct, especially for like this, like the era that this movie was made. Like he's straight out, just like straight.
And you know what? I give the girl's reaction though. She was like, "This is nothing. This is a normal date to me." And walks away.
That's so good, right?
I was like,
"I approve this dialogue." I'll run to her.
Gino's like, "This is my type of girl."
Yeah,
that's my type of girl. No, I'm kidding. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie, and I even teared up at the end when he came home and after the Merry Christmas, everyone, and then like the whole running thing. And then he came home with the family and the friends showed up and gave him the money. Like I felt like, oh, this is so good ending. And I teared up, man. I loved it. And I'm jumping the gun. I'm gonna say this. I think Ricardo's gonna win this one. I think so. Dude, I don't know how to top this one because this movie is so good in my opinion.
Damn. Shit.
I felt a lot of feelings in this movie. I'm jumping the gun.
You know, I think I'm
But-
gonna join you in that bet right there because it's a solid one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's like a
Oh.
great movie.
Look
like
at Robert. Look at this.
filmmaking wise, like just its enjoyability, like the characters. Like I
Everybody,
think
right?
it's got
Everybody
like
could
the
watch
perfect mix
this.
of everything.
Kids to adults, everybody.
Well, this is why a bunch of people watch it every Christmas because it stood the test of time.
I thought it was because they were depressed. They needed a
It's
reason to
both.
keep going.
It's both. It's both.
Let's Robert go out. Let's see how he feels. I think he's gonna be like so negative now that he's Casablanca's not gonna help him on this one.
You know, it's funny that I ended up going last is that I am going to be the Gino of this movie.
Wow.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm an out.
Whoa.
I had never seen this movie.
Hey,
Um,
nobody's seen it. Oh,
yeah.
Well, America said she had.
Oh,
America saw it, yeah.
shit.
She's
Okay.
like, she doesn't
Uh,
count.
And it could be very different factors that I think it didn't kind of click with me. It's because I think in my head, It's a Wonderful Life was A Christmas Carol.
Mm.
So I was like waiting for that movie.
You got
Yeah.
bamboozled?
Yeah, I was like mixed up, but honestly, I was like, this is kind of boring. I didn't
messed
connect
up.
to what was happening, you know? And then I was like, okay, I know that he's gonna want to
So
end
you know
it
who's
all.
never been on Suicide Watch?
I know he's gonna want to end it all,
Mhm.
and there's his guardian angel. That's what I knew
Yeah.
about. And the fact that it came so late, like I was like, okay, I already know this guy's a good guy. Like and it's like literally the last 20 minutes of the movie where the thing that everybody associates with this movie doesn't come until like the last 20. But I think I was okay, and I think the main reason why I'm out, this is a Frank Capra movie, right?
Mhm.
I have seen one of his other movies
Mm-hmm.
and I really like it. And I shit you not, it's exactly the same thing. Like it's the
Oh.
same message. It's the same kind of like arc. And I was like, and it's Jimmy Stewart too.
Which one is
Oh,
it?
shit.
You Can't Take It With You.
Oh.
Okay.
And that
Never heard of
movie
that
I
one.
saw in some film class, and it was a lot of fun. Like the character, it's like a love story too. But it's essentially kind of the same message, you know. It's like you need to learn to love what you have, you know. So I already kind of had that. I was like, I like that one better than this one. I think that's why I kind of didn't.
Which one
click
came out
with me.
first, though?
I don't know.
That's the
You
key,
Can't
though.
Take It With You. It came out in 1938. It's a Wonderful Life came out in 1946.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
Yeah.
Eight
I mean,
years
I didn't
apart.
know that.
For a good
If
8
I would have
years.
watched this one, probably I would have enjoyed this one more. But I was like, I like the other one better.
Dang,
It
that's
just
fun.
didn't click with me. Like at all. I honestly I thought it was overrated. I don't because You Can't Take It With You is not on this list. On AFI's list.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
because
not.
it sucks.
Ooh, Robert.
So I mean, I would literally swap them. I would be like,
Hey,
if
So-
it's because I mean, honestly, I shit you not, it's literally the same message. Just like
I
appreciate
see-
what you have in life. God is great.
Okay,
You
I
know,
see
don't
what you're
kill yourself.
saying.
Yeah.
But did it made a big impact for a reason, no? Like it. Oh, I guess it cheated because of the Christmas thing, huh?
I don't know.
That
I mean,
cheats.
I haven't
That's
seen
cheating.
I haven't seen the other movie. The only other one I watched is It Happened One Night. So I didn't even know that was him until I googled it right now. But if I had seen the other one and I saw the same message, felt the same thing, then I guess I would be like, "Ew, you just remade the same movie." So
Yeah.
I see it, but
That makes sense.
So-
But
I think that's why I felt the way of because I loved You Can't Take It With You when I first saw it. It was such a like I felt what you felt, Ricardo. It was like heartwarming. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, like this would make me appreciate life. You know, it's like the message is
It's kind of like
there.
Soul, right?
Yeah. And when I saw this one, I was just like,
No.
no.
Ah, boo.
I was gonna
damn,
say,
it's
because
Yeah.
I
do you,
think
do you,
because
do you contribute it to it like because you've already heard so many things about it? Like
that
it was
too.
like it
That
was already
too
kind of
is
spoiled
that
for
I
you.
built
You were
it up, you know?
anticipating, yeah.
and then seeing it's like you'd seen all the references was like,
Mhm.
I
okay, I'll
know.
give it credit. You know how Gino, you said you teared up at the end?
Yeah.
I kind of did too. When everybody kind of shows up to kind of save him, I was like, oh, this
Yeah.
is nice. I wish I would have felt more like that during the rest of the thing. Because I felt it just kind of like, this is
Mm.
his life.
And
This is what
again,
happened.
it's
And then it kind of made me mad. I was like, this guy is like, you have it all. Like, what are you doing? And then like, what kind of a fucking narcissist thinks that if they're not around, that the whole world will fall apart.
No, but
You know,
he
they
didn't
were
have it
fine.
all. He
He
didn't
didn't.
have shit. His whole life is dedicated to this town and to helping
Yeah.
And
people.
Hey,
not even
to be
big.
fair, he should be pissed at the people. He's all like,
No.
you guys had all this money.
Yeah.
You guys could have repaid me all the debt you guys have with me.
This whole
It's like
time.
he
This whole
has
But he's
he
a
has
good
the love of his
person.
life. He has the love of his life. He has 4 beautiful kids. Like,
Oh, but-
what more? Yeah, he sacrifices a lot for his town. Like, he is the reason why the town is able to survive, because he keeps the greedy people out, right?
Yeah.
But it's like the cynicism in me is like, fuck these people, like they don't care about you. But obviously they do at the end, what I thought was funny though? When the guardian angel is taking him, showing him like, look at all these lives that are fucked up now that you weren't here, right? And most of them are bad. One of them, like, the brother died because he wasn't there to save him. The guy who owned his thing is not there, like he's a bum or whatever. And it's like, but what about my wife? Like, what's wrong? He's like, no, I can't tell you.
She's a librarian.
It's so fucking horrible. She's a librarian. Oh my god,
She's an old
The
maid.
worst thing to be as a woman is old and unmarried.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty fucking funny.
I mean, overall, let's say this. It's like 4 ins and 1 out. Damn you, Robert, being me this time.
Hey, you know what? This is the first time I agree. Damn you, Robert.
Yeah. Really?
I'm surprised with you, Robert. I'm very heartbroken.
I'm still gonna win. Fuck you. No,
I mean, you can if all 4 vote for you.
Tune next week. We watch a new movie, and Gio's pick. What did you pick to contend against this movie so far,
Here comes the
or
cheater.
these movies, I should say?
No, I don't think this is cheating because we're legitly picking movies that we haven't seen.
Godfather.
No, so I'm going the route of I'm looking for a comedy within this movie list.
Ooh,
Okay, good.
Good shit. Good shit.
Intriguing.
Yeah, because like looking at the list, there's a lot of drama in there, and that's always going to be on these lists because
Yeah.
they hardly give comedies kind of like a.
Well, Some Like It Hot, the first one we saw.
Well, yeah,
comedy.
like
That's
there's
comedy.
but out of 100, I think there's like maybe
That's true. Yeah.
like 10%,
Dumb and Dumber is not
maybe
on this list.
like 10%.
It should be. It
is
should
on-
be.
Like probably 10% is maybe a comedy.
Yeah, that's true.
So I found this one. It intrigued me, and I guess to kind of follow up, it is also a Frank Capra movie.
Oh,
Oh,
It's called It Happened One Night.
I see
okay.
it.
You guys
I've
haven't
never
seen
seen
that
it.
one?
I've
I
seen
haven't
it.
seen it.
Yeah, and it is really, really good.
Which one?
Robert didn't. Let's just say that already. Let's get that out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Otherwise-
say I love that movie.
And this one came out before your You Can't Take It With You by 4 years. It beats that one.
Oh,
It
I
is
was ready
different
to
though.
watch The Godfather. Damn it.
It is different from.
I could have picked The Godfather because I have yet to see that movie.
and we
It is
thought you
different.
were.
It's different from It's a Wonderful Life and You Can't Take It With You.
Okay.
So yeah, so like it's a it falls within I guess the romantic kind of
'Cause he's the
comedy
champ.
genre.
You're the champ.
Yeah,
So you're gonna go for it. Yeah, you're
I'm
going
the
for it.
reigning
It's good.
champ. I'm trying to defend
I mean,
my
I'm not
title.
gonna lie. I really love that movie.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I went looking for to see what the comedies kind of are on this list, and this is one I saw that was on there that I hadn't seen. So I was just like, let's go with this.
Wait,
looking
I
forward to
seen
it.
it. America, you seen it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you probably
haven't seen
seen
it
it 'cause
either.
you watched in school.
Oh, we did. I gotta remember.
Well, please don't forget to follow us or visit our webpage, podpage.com/and-delete, for our social media and our old episodes from last year before we continue on this 2022 pandemic. See you all
Peace.
next time. Good night.
Bye.